Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's...
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Kyle Harrison. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Seiya Suzuki, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The Cubs lineup. A key piece, of course, a guy with a ton of pop, Michael Busch.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. And that drops in for a strike. Just underway here in Milwaukee. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-2 down. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down. 2 down. Base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Up the middle. Oh, nice play. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here at American Family Field. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Matthew Boyd. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
A little bit low. Ball 3. And a swing and a miss. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. This is Bryce Terang. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
That misses. Ball 2. Fastball is outside. Chorio gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
And now it's William Contreras, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Right through there for a strike. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And it's even up.
Well, Brewers early on in this one having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
That's off the inside corner. And now 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of their hand. Just spit on it.
3-2. Payoff pitch. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Andrew Vaughn now. Swinging a foul out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there. All loaded up. And here comes the power-hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. It's gone. Grand slam. Gary Sanchez hits one out. His 17th of the year. The Brewers score first. It's 4-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Blake Perkins, batting with one down, takes a strike.
So it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver a knockout blow.
Fouled off left side. Oh, 2 now. Ground ball to the door. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Sal Freeland now at the plate.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Saves at second, and that was not close. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. 4 runs already in the frame here in Game 1 of this 3-game set. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And it's fouled away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at second.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, we'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. They want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
On the ground. And that chance handled. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. The Brewers go big with this grand slam. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Alex Bregman. And that misses. Ball 1.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Swanson digs in. And first offering is fouled off. And he can't make the play. The underhand flip too late, and the runner is safe, and the missed play costs him. So man aboard. Here's Nico Horner. 3 hits in the ball game on Wednesday. Inside. Ball 1. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
And he beats it. He's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. In the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 4-1. Matt Shaw, the next. Just missed.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of a
corner on the go. Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cubs 1. This is Brewers baseball on the Show, Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the second, Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Ortiz with a homer in his last game. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. And there's one away. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Jackson Chourio, the next to hit. He walked and came around to score his first time up. That one fouled off. The 0-1. That one to first. Bush takes it to the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Bryce Terang getting ready to hit. Just missed. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one close. Rule the ball. 3 balls, no strikes. William Contreras up next for the Brewers. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
So 2 down. Next for the Brewers, William Contreras. Misses again. 5 in a row.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The 1-1. Runner on the move. In the air, left field. Half on his horse. Stretches out and hauls it in. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Makes the grab, 1 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Seiya Suzuki will hit next. And a big swing and a miss. There's a line drive to left field. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over him, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. And half up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that is that. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at American Family Field. Well, Singy, we talked him up at the top of the broadcast, firing on all cylinders coming in, but haven't seen the same dominance today.
Well, it's still early, but the sharpness hasn't quite been there. Feels like he's just one adjustment away from flipping the script.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
The 1-1.
Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense. And when you force and get anxious, it starts being a lot more likely that you'll let those pitchers off the hook.
2-2 down. That one missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Here's Gary Sanchez now. He hit a grand slam his first time up. Well, Chris, through the early stages, He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 2-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Matthew Boyd won't go any further. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Jameson Taillon.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
Next for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Oh, and this one gets away. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out here in the last half of the third. Pitch is in there, and it's 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson throws to first in time, and that is a big first out. So now with 1 away and a man at second, Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
This one in the air, center field. Alcantara in position. And there's 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And on second, 2 down. That's out to center field. Alcantara gets under it. That is the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Brewers 5 and the Cubs 1. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. As we go to the top of the 4th, stepping in, Michael Busch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fires to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And now it's Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 so far. This ball's chopped on the ground. In time to Vaughn. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, bases empty. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. And that skips in the dirt. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. And And that one is inside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. High chopper to third. In time to Vaughn. And that ends the inning. Cubs leave one. They're down 5-1. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the fourth, Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. In the air, right field, Suzuki on his way over, pulls it down and he makes the catch. So back to the top of the order, Jackson Chourio now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. No question about this one. It's out of here. A massive home run. His 9th homer of the year. And they add a run. It's 6-1.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
One down. Bryce Terang, the next to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. On the ground, right side, Horner. Throw to first in time. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Up and in, and that's ball one. Contreras not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to one challenge left. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses, and the count 1-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the third out. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. We play 4. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. New inning getting started. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the...
The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Two outs, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Kevin Alcantara. He's 0 for 1. Alcantara measures 6 feet 6 inches, 23 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. This one in the air right field, and that will drop foul. Two down, nobody on. Late on that fastball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Well, these Brewers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Right through there for a strike. Sanchez. He's already homered in this game. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Next for the Brewers, Blake Perkins. Out towards right center field. Base hit! Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He scores. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
First and second and nobody out. And now the right fielder, Sal Freeland. This one lifted in the air, left field. Pat takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses the zone, and the count is filled up. This one smoked on its way out of here. A 3-run dinger, and they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. That's all for Jameson Taillon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Jacob Webb on to pitch here.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
One down. Down the third baseman, Joey Ortiz. That misses, and it's 1-0. Good eye right there. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Third time through the order now. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
This is off the inside, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. That's too low. And that's ball 2. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 2-2 on the way. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Bryce Terang in the Milwaukee on deck circle. And a payoff pitch. On the ground right side. Oh, great stop. What a play. Inning over. The Brewers had 3 on this blast. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So up next, Seiya Suzuki. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. On a line. Brings it in.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Bush in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Close but called a ball, and the count is 2-0. Chopper right side. Vaughn. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. The Brewers are out in front 10-1. Bottom of the sixth inning. Bryce Terang steps in, leading the league in WAR, and that's no small feat, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, he measures everything, and he checks every box. Impacts the game in so many different ways.
He doesn't always grab headlines, but is essential to everything this team does.
Yeah, you said it, Boog. Reliability like that is gold over 162.
Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one lifted to left. Happ takes it in for the out. One down. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. That's ripped. Base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he'll reach second with one away. So man aboard, Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers.
Used a big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Man at second. On the ground to the left. Bregman handles. Whips it to first. And he's out. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jacob Webb done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Hobie Milner.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Here is Gary Sanchez.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one misses. Ball two.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That one misses. And now 3-0. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the sixth. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Brewers strand one, but they maintain their 10-1 lead. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
In time to Vaughn, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Dansby Swanson stands in. He's 2 for 2.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Fouled off left side. And that one missing low.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And Swanson will take his base.
Oh, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Corner in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Swanson, the base runner at first with one out. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's now 10-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at second with one away. Now here is Miguel Amaya. And the 1-0. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. So they'll get to hang on to their second challenge. And it's second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Horner flies around third. Fires it to the plate. He beats it safe. It's 10-3. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Nice grab. The feed for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And here is Kevin Alcantara.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say it's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Loves it on the dive, throws from his knees, and that's a great play for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Movement in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Freeland. 0 for 3 in this one. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe. Popped up. It's going to fall for a hit. And now to a board.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And
runners on the move. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Save. Double steal.
But in this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you. And right there, they were giving him a steal at third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well. So you got to take that back. Get your team that much closer to scoring a run.
That one the other way. Can't get to it, and this could score both runs. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 7th. Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Runner from second crosses the plate. Fires the second too late, and he's got a double. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Bobby Milner out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. A new pitcher in the game, Caleb Thielbar.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Back to the top of the order. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. That's in there at the knees for a strike. Laser to the gap should score the run. Ortiz around third. He'll score, and they extend their lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. So man aboard. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. Inside move to second, and he's back safely. He's trying for third. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces in, and he's safe.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Runner in from third to extend their lead. And in at second with an RBI double. So digging in, William Contreras. And first offering is fouled off. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses inside. Throw to third. Save. Turang at third with nobody out.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. The run scores from third, and the lead continues to grow. In safely with a double, his second of the day. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Andrew Vaughn. Foul ball. The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at high level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that pop hand to work on time.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there, and with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching run.
This one popped up, foul ground first base side, and that's a foul ball. Sliced hard but foul. In the dirt. And a 1-2. High fly ball, right field. Suzuki settles under it. And there's 2 away. Here comes the manager out of the dugout. Here comes the new arm for the Cubs, Shelby Miller.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. That is the inning. So in the end, 10 come to the plate, 6 of them come around to score. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Brewers ready to begin the 8th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Seiya Suzuki. Tap foul at the plate. And the lefty with the 0-1. Ground ball right side and a foul ball. The 0-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. Swinging a foul straight back. The Brewers up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one's in there. 1 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The next offering misses, and it's 2 and 2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Good eye in that spot.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kyle Harrison won't go any further tonight. And a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Chad Patrick on to pitch out of the pen here.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Bregman in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
And a slider in there for a strike. Bush off of first with 2 away. And he gets Bregman. Out number 3. The Brewers on top here, 16-3. Back here at American Family Field. They put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Freeland gets out of the way. That's ball 1. Miller, a former All-Star, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Movement in the Cubs bullpen, Daniel Palencia, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. The 1-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Another 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Base hit, center field. And aboard on the leadoff single. And the batter will be the shortstop. He's already homered here in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Bring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. So now with one away and a man at second, here's the third baseman, Joey Ortiz. Ground ball up the middle. In time to Bush, and there are 2 down. Back to the top of the order now. Digging in, Jackson Chourio.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And a swing and a miss there.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball now.
Runner takes off for third. Hit hard but foul. Runner goes again. Left field. Base hit. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead. Manager out of the dugout now. And new pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Daniel Palencia.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
2 outs, runner at first. And now, William Contreras. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Fought off foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Now here is Andrew Vaughn. Quick toss first. Contreras dives back in safely. The 1-0. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw off the mark, and he's in there.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Fires over to first. That's out number 3. 3 runs on 4 hits. No error. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Dansby Swanson. And now it's even up. The 1-1 is fouled off.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again. The 2-2. Set down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Tigers corner now. Swing and a pop-up. 2-0 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. That's a little bit low. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. You're at the top of the ninth. Out towards right center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Next is the designated hitter, Matt Shaw. Yeah, that's fouled off. Way high. One strike away. Popped up. Terang. Makes the catch. Walking. And the Brewers get the series opener here at home.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage day or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
Here in Milwaukee, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today, all eyes
looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And towing the slab in this one, Brandon Woodruff. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Michael Busch, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Ball to strike. Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Ian Happ up to hit. Happ, a first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati in 2015. Happ working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. This one in the air center field. Chourio on the move. And that is that. Middle of the first. No score after a half inning. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the hill for the Cubs, Edward Cabrera. What do you have on him, Chris?
This guy's pitched in several different roles. He started, he's done long relief. It'll be interesting today to see how they use him. I think you have to go hitter to hitter, inning to inning. And if he's having success, you let him go as long as he possibly can.
Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. Yelich went deep in his most recent game.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one misses. Ball 3. That clips the corner.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And he swings over the top there.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
So up next, Jackson Chourio. There's a strike. Chourio launched a homer in his most recent game. Yelich gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ground ball could be 2. Over to Swanson. He turns it over to first. Safe. This is Bryce Terang. That's in there. 0-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out.
Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Bounce to the right side. Throw to first in time. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Christian Yelich.
Boog, his batting average is on the rise right now. He's hitting over 350 over the last 10 ball games, and you can see the confidence that he's carrying around just watching him walk to the plate.
Next for the Brewers, Andrew Vaughn.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Curve in the dirt. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 outs, runner at first. Now here's Jake Bauers. And that's fouled off. Here's 0-1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Top of the 2nd. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Crow Armstrong matched a homer in his last game. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that one hit to first, but it kicks foul. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one is lifted in the air. Chourio on his way over. And there are 2 down. Now it's Alex Bregman. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Now he's challenging a called strike. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom half of inning number 2. So the Milwaukee Brewers have firmly established themselves as top contenders around halfway through the season. This is what was expected of them, Singy, and they backed it up.
No doubt about it. These guys are rolling and in a great position so far, and they look like they're not going to be stopping anytime soon. Now they got to decide, are they going to go out and add some help before the deadline, or do they think they have enough to make a deep October run as is?
Fought off foul. Pitch is in for a strike, and now 2-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Sal Frelick, batting with one down, takes a strike. That one close, ruled a ball, and that's ball one. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Sends it to first. Barely got it for the out. Close play.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell at full speed, dude.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems, and this one is just about as close as it gets.
So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Next to hit, number 87. Man at first, one away. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And another ball. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
He can live up in the zone all game, and hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And ball four, two aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Next for Milwaukee, David Hamilton. That one not close. Ball one. Double steal. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Save. Double steal.
In this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you. And right there, they were giving him a steal at third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well, so you got to take that back. Get your team that much closer to scoring a run.
Second and third, one away. Here in the second game of the series. Just missed. There's the strike, and the count is 3-1. That clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait for the absolutely last millisecond.
Base hit, one run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Christian Yelich, the next to hit, walked to open the ball game. And that one clips the corner. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw off the mark, and he's in there. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag.
High throw may have made the difference right there. It's kind of hard to say, though. It's a little tougher for a catcher with a left-handed hitter in the box, and that hitter does not have to move at all to help you out. He just got under the throw and it took off on him a little bit. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Traffic on the bases with one already in at bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch is outside. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. On the ground right side. And foul ball. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One run across. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 4.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side.